So I was gonna make this a Dolly Parton loaf, like a bread tin. And then yesterday I really wanted it to be cupcakes because I've never made cupcakes before, and I really want to make Halloween cupcakes. So this will be our test. So I went all around the city yesterday looking for cupcake tins. And unfortunately, I guess for us, this week, baking trays, or last week, maybe baking trays were on sale at Target. So the first two Targets I went to were completely sold out of cupcake tins. Like this, like a pan with cupcake holes. I've never made cupcakes before, so, you kind of think your house already has one of these in it, but mine didn't. If you're gonna make this, it does not come with the coconut. The coconut flakes I got look delicious. I was in the aisle for like 15 minutes because I didn't want to do the wrong thing, and this guy working there just actually came and stood with me. He was like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "I don't know yet." So we just stood together. But then I got these. I had to Google if the coconut flakes were in this box or not. I went to Marshall's, and I thought maybe they would have some freaky cupcake tin from last season. What? Are you crazy? Is this yours? Excuse me. So it's in Marshall's, and all the Halloween stuff is out now. I got some really cute towels. They have like 1,000 different towels. Like, this was the only one of this one. I was really sorting through a ton of towels. So I was looking through all of the towels. The Marshall I was at was like 2-story. So I was on the 2nd story in the home goods section. And just the store manager and the police came upstairs. And I'm looking through all the towels. I take my time. And then they all come over to me, and the manager is like, "You know you're not supposed to be here." And I swear to God, I was like, and he was like, "I'm sick of telling you." I was like, what? And he was like, "You're not allowed in here. You have to go." And I'm not saying the police were like, but the police were like ready. They weren't, when you see cops and they're usually like this? They were like assembled. They were like ready. And the manager was like, "You're banned. We saw you come in." And I was like, I don't think that's possible. But like, I don't know. In my mind, I was like, yeah, here I go. Like, I don't know why. I was just like, it was not making sense to me that they had the wrong person. And I couldn't communicate that either. Because I had been looking at the towels for so long that I kind of felt like maybe they thought I was shoplifting. I kind of felt like maybe I was giving shoplifting vibes. I carry my purse like this, and my phone, like, there's like a pocket in there. So I'm looking, and I'll take a picture of something and send it to Justine, and then I put my phone back in my purse like this, and then I'm looking, and then I do it again to see if I found anything she's looking for. So I kind of was like, I never thought they had the wrong person. I just thought they thought I was shoplifting because maybe I looked shady. I never thought I was the wrong person. I just thought they thought I was shoplifting. So I was like, do you need to see my bags? I use a reusable shopping bag, so I already had like a bag with me as well. And I was like, yeah, I probably look kind of shady. I've been here a while. So I was like, do you need my ID? And the manager is like, you don't sound like her. And I was just like, what? And he was like, you're not reacting the way she reacts. And I was like, yeah. And he said, when was the last time you were here? And I was like, probably last year to look at the same Halloween stuff. And I was like, I don't even live around here. Like, because I had been looking all over the city for cupcake tins, I was like kind of far away from my house at that point. I was like, I don't even live around here. This isn't even my Marshall. So the manager talks to the police and they leave. And then the manager is like, we had the wrong person. And then leaves. So I pee myself. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I call John. And I'm like, I think I was just accused of stealing, but I really do not know what just happened to me. So, like, I don't know. So all of this just happened, and I'm just standing there, and I'm like, holding this, a little towel with ghosts on it, and I just think that this is dumb. It's dumb, and the thing, so this one does. So the thing I was holding also didn't have a price tag on it, and I was like, no way in fuck can I go downstairs with something with no price tag on it after this just happened. They're gonna think that I was stealing. So I call my boyfriend, and I'm like, I think you need to come pick me up. I think something weird just happened to me. I think you have to come get me. I would have left if it hadn't have been the like fourth store I was at looking for the cupcake tin. And I was like, okay, my gut is telling me to get the fuck out of here, but the show goes on. So I went into the aisle to look for the cupcake tin. The manager came out and he was like, come into my office. So I was on the phone with John and was just holding my phone so John could hear what was happening because I was like, I'm gonna go to jail. So the manager pulls me into his office and he explains to me like that shoplifting is a really big issue at their store and that I look like someone who has like had frequent run-ins at Marshall. So he was talking to me, he's like, you understand. I was like, I almost got arrested. I'm like a little traumatized. And he's like, you just look exactly like her. So I was like, can I see a picture of her then? I'm kind of like, because if she's ugly, I'm going to be so much more upset than I already am. I'm like, if I see this girl and she looks like the one purple Powerpuff Girl, I'm just like, I'm really already having a hard day. So he said no, he wouldn't let me see her. But he was like, whatever you buy, I'll give you 10% off. So I was like, thanks. And then I left. And I got back on the phone with John, and he was like, oh, okay. I mean, that seems fine. And I was like, okay, like, if you don't have a problem with that. But I was kind of like, I could get 10% off right now if I, like, sign up for Marshall text messages. I'm like, okay. So then he leaves his office door open, and it's, like, open right into the aisle, the, like, cupcake tin aisle. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go. And then I go downstairs, and I end up buying these two things. And when I go to the register, I was like, hey, the manager said I could have 10% off. So she's, like, looking at the towels, and she was like, what's wrong with them? And I was like, oh, no. The manager called the police and tried to have me escorted out of the store because he thought I was somebody else. So he said he'd give me 10% off. And she was like, oh, that was you. And she gave me 20% off. Girl, for 20% off, I would have bought the Ray Dunn mug I wanted. But 10% off, I was kind of like, let me just get the fuck out of here before I go to jail. Before he gets a second look at me and he's like, no, that's you. I was a little, honestly, I was like, can I go back upstairs? There's like a Ray Dunn cat bowl. It says Bad Kitty. Do you have a second for me to go get that? 20% off. I'm just kidding. I got the fuck out. Oh, I see Good Sis was looking out. Yeah. Like, can I have 20% off? Because I soiled myself. So, I need a Calvin Klein panty.